Hey everyone, welcome back to day 5, last day of NYC Improv Fest at the People Improv Theater. I am joined by Chris Booth and Kevin Laibson once again. Kevin, once again. Chris, this is your first time on the live stream. Welcome. Thank you for being up here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and Kevin was trying to do a job of explaining your guys' improv yesterday and failed miserably.
Not a good job. I wasn't even trying to do a good job. I just blew it.
I don't think you ever try to do a good job.
Not in almost any part of my life.
No, you're one of those, just get by.
Just as long as I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
What's the least I can do, Laibson? That's what they call me.
Oh, yeah, nice.
We'll make sure to tag you as least I can do, Laibson.
That's my alliterative warm-up.
That's your alliterative. And that shows how much you care about alliterative warm-ups.
He loves alliteration.
I do love alliteration.
What's not to love about alliteration? It just is, I don't know, it's very sing-songy.
Now I'm trying to figure out alliteration jokes.
We don't have enough time.
Yeah, failing miserably.
So how did you guys meet each other? Because you guys are good friends. You do improv too. Oh well, at least it comes off that way to an audience member. What's the story behind it?
We met at the National Comedy Theater, which was a now defunct short-form improv theater here in New York.
Which I think we mentioned the other day, right? That's
yes.
Vigil and Belton and Carrillo.
A whole bunch of people came over.
Shirley, I'm going to list all of them.
Yes.
Sorry. Jeff Lapine, also a former artistic director at the People's Improv Theater.
Oh. So we all met there, and I don't know, I did some scene with Kevin that he seemed to really like.
I talk about it in class a lot. He booped my nose. He booped me in the nose.
Mm-hmm. And was that the moment where you're like, we are going to be best friends?
That's really true.
Well, Kevin takes himself very seriously in improv.
No, Kevin?
Yeah, he takes himself very seriously, and I don't take much very seriously, and so I sort of...
You're getting to his yang on that front.
Maybe, yeah, sure. So I kind of just did a little boop on the nose, just like that. And we were friends ever since. And then we later sort of chatted and discovered that we had at least one former improv teacher in common. Right. We both studied with a guy named Paul Sills.
Paul Sills, who is a very big name in the intellectual improv world.
Yeah.
You guys maybe want to tell who Paul Sills is?
I mean, Paul Sills was Viola Spolin's son.
And Viola Spolin was, and not everyone's as well read on this as you.
Then you need to, honestly, if you're watching a thing about the Improv Fest and you don't know who Viola Spolin is, you should Google Viola Spolin.
Kill yourself.
Google kill yourself.
Start your own failure.
Open a new tab right now, and
make
Google
sure
Viola
it's
Spolin.
Secured from the NSA.
Right, they hate her.
Yeah, she's real dissonant.
A lot of yeah.
She's on plenty of lists.
Big red scare.
Yeah. So yeah, she wrote the first book on improvisation for the theater, and a lot of what we all do is based on her original writings and her original development, and then later her son, Paul, and a group of people started the Compass Players, I believe, and
which ultimately turned into Second City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so basically none of us would be sitting here right now if it wasn't for Spolin and Sills.
Yeah.
Shout out to Spolin and Sills.
From to Beyond the Grave.
Right. I was directing a show, an off-Broadway solo show, and we were using the basement of National Comedy Theater to rehearse. So everybody at National Comedy Theater knew I was doing this show, though retrospectively I probably should have been talking about it a lot more to promote it.
We all should be.
A lot of people didn't see it. Anyway, Booth saw that I was directing this show, knew that because of that I was like working in the legit theater, as they say, and his sketch group, City Hall, was looking for a director.
Yes.
So he asked me if I would be interested, and I literally said, "Oh, sketch group, huh? Bunch of white guys in ties?" And he went, "Well, we've got a Mexican guy too." And we've been friends ever since.
Glad City Hall is doing well on the diversity front. Let's talk about City Hall, because I saw when it was running here, Jesus Christ Tater Tot.
Oh, good.
Which was a hilarious show, and you guys are doing it again.
We are. We're resurrecting it for Easter.
Oh. Christianity joke from a Jew.
Yeah. Well, aren't all Christianity jokes from
The
Jews?
original Christianity jokes were from Jesus, and he was a Jew.
He was a Jew. Can we not say Jew anymore?
Jew.
I can say it.
You can say it. I have
you, which sounds like
Jewish.
a slur coming out of your mouth.
Jewish. My brother came back from Birthright, and he was like, I'm a Jew. He didn't want to say Jewish.
Oh wow.
He was like, Jewish is like,
yeah.
Which is how I feel about it, honestly.
Jewish. Yeah.
So City Hall does a bunch of hilarious stuff, and you guys are just like a sketch group, and you all met and then found Kevin. What's the story behind City Hall?
Myself and the guy who founded it, this guy Josh Walensky, we were part of an improv group that at one point almost every major comedian in New York had gone through, called the Grown Ups Playground.
Very impressive.
And I mean, only because at the time it was really one of the only like improv things happening.
Yeah, you got to keep in mind also that Booth and I are both super
really old. Yeah. So it was like this. It was this improv show at the New York Comedy Club, and it was kind of a deal where you didn't have to necessarily sign up for an 8-week class to be able to get on stage, and so it was, which meant that the shows weren't very good. Not that others are. Anyway,
even after the 8 weeks of class.
Yeah. So so this guy Josh and I met, and we really just vibed comedically. We got along really well, and then we were part of a defunct sketch group called.
A lot of defunct things happening.
Yeah, it was a name that probably shouldn't be said anymore.
It's a name that would not fly in today's culture. And rightly, like
So you can imagine what that is in your head.
Yeah. So we were part of this group, and this group, it was around for a little while. We shot like a pilot.
For Spike TV,
for
right?
Spike TV,
Cool.
and then that,
which also should tell you something about the name of that group.
Oh, okay, there you go.
For men. And so that group went away, and then Josh and I, we really liked performing together, and then we both got cast in a Fringe Festival show, which they ended up needing major rewrites on, and so they asked Josh and I to help with those rewrites, and that was the first time we wrote together, and then from there we kind of...
It's like you booped him on the nose.
and he booped me on the heart. And so we started writing together, and eventually we became City Hall, and we brought on some people that we met, and that was over 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let that sit for a second.
Yeah, really.
11 years. I've been doing sketch comedy longer than some people
City
here.
Hall was a child.
Yeah, that's true. I came in, I think, at the 3-year mark.
4 maybe.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah. Don't try and.
I mean, I've been there the whole time.
So yeah, I mean, we had at one point Ali Faranakian directed a show for us. We had like various other directors that come work with us, and Kevin was
Not
the
just
one.
Kevin.
No,
Kevin
I was the last of like a whole slew of people they tried.
Yeah.
Turns out I was just right.
No,
Free.
That's not true. I was available, but I cost you guys a fair amount of money.
Well, let's not leave the negotiations.
I just want to make sure that anybody seeing this knows I'm not.
Because
fucking
Kevin
hireable
costs
for
money.
free.
Trust me.
I work for free for City Hall now because I am a sucker and an idiot, but I also.
But
enjoy
you're
it.
our sucker, aren't you?
So Jesus Christ Theater Hall, when are you guys doing it next?
April 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Yes.
14th and 16th at 7 p.m. and 11:30 on Saturday, April 15th. But 16th is Easter Sunday. So
You lost me.
Yeah.
You lost
Anyway,
me,
Easter
too.
weekend. We'll be here at the Pit all of Easter weekend.
Yeah,
it's Jesus Christ Superstar, but with potatoes.
And potato puppets and all
Yes.
potato puns.
And you play.
I played Judas.
You play Judas.
Yeah.
Great role.
Thank you.
Great
role.
Dream role.
That's the role everyone wants, is to be Judas.
I'm surprised I'm able to pull it off. And by pull it off, I mean I say the words.
Most of the words.
You gotta say most of them. In that kind of, you can get a little leeway on whether all the words come out in a
Though
show
for
like
this live stream, he says most of them. Though for those of us who saw the last performance of JC Superstar or JC Tater Tot here at the Pit, you saw Kevin stop the show dead in his tracks.
A classic Kevin move.
To beg for someone to give him the lines to his lyrics.
That's true.
Because he forgot them.
All
so
of
imagine if you went to go see a Broadway show.
I'm just
imagine if you will, you went to go see.
We gotta wrap up because we got another show.
Okay, but imagine if you will, you went to go see Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
And Glenn Close came out, and she opens her mouth and says, "Can someone please give me the words?"
Yeah, and she's Glenn Close, and everybody
words.
be like, "You deserve this," just like they should have been to me because I worked so hard
Kevin,
for so long.
you deserve it, Kevin.
I'm not a performer. Generally speaking, I'm not a performer.
You say that a lot.
Well, because I'm not. I improvise, and then this is the first scripted thing I've done in probably.
And as someone who performs with Kevin, I can tell you he is not a performer.
Hey,
Oh, well, on that note, we'll let these guys get down to their show.
Yeah, Side Coach, come downstairs if you're watching live.
Close
Come
enough,
down the
come
underground.
watch it. Thank you guys so much for doing this.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I think that this almost wraps up our coverage of NYC Improv Fest, so I want to thank everyone who both came and talked to us, like these two fine gentlemen, and who watched and liked and joined us. You can see us next Friday at 10 p.m. for a very special March show with Dion Flynn and Black Cadillac. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Nice.